Hey guys, it is me, and we're back with Mommy and Me Journey. And so, today we're going to talk about postpartum depression and just ways that you can avoid postpartum depression, and also ways that you can notice that you are experiencing symptoms of postpartum depression. This is a topic that is really important because after delivering a baby, there's going to be a lot of things that happens to your body, to you emotionally, mentally, and you need to be aware of those changes, so therefore you don't go into a deep depressing abyss. And sometimes you just can't help it, but I'm a type of person, if you can prevent something from happening, why not? And so I want to talk to you guys about it. I will say that I feel like most parents, regardless of them having full-on postpartum depression or not, do get to a point where they realize, like, okay, my life is like going to change. And for some people that can really get depressing, and for others that's just like that moment of realization, and it kind of gives you like, you kind of got to take a second to like get yourself together mentally. And so granted, if you're gonna everybody goes through that. Don't think anything is weird for you to have those thoughts, those feelings, or whatever. Everybody does it. Everybody thinks that way. It's inevitable, because it's the truth about it is your life is going to change forever, and it's not a bad thing. Welcome it with open arms, no matter the situation, and understand that all kids are a blessing, and that everything will work out in the end. And so with that being said, postpartum depression is basically where, I shouldn't say where, because it's like a place for me. Postpartum depression is a moment that you can experience after giving birth. Hint the post, okay? So after giving birth, you have a lot of hormones and emotions that you're going to go through, because your body is changing from, being a pregnant mommy to now being a physical human mommy with a human being, if that makes sense. And so all of those emotions and hormones that you had going in to the pregnancy, your body is now getting rid of, and that can be very hard for some people to go through, because it can make you very emotional. It can make you, on the total opposite, very irrational. It can make you short-tempered. It can make you have anxiety. It can make you just be lazy and stagnant and lethargic. A lot of people experience different things, but it happens, and it happens more often than people express. And so I just want to talk about it. And I'm talking about it in the general sense, because at the end of the day, we're all here on a journey, on a life journey. And so instead of doing one of those boring PowerPoints, which are very informative, don't knock them, I just kind of want to give you more of a personable feel and still get this information across to you all. And so with that being said, before we get into the real deets, please make sure you subscribe, like, and share. And please share this to one of mommyanas out there, one of the mommies out there, one of the daddies out there that might need to understand what their loved one is going through, or what their co-partner is going through, what their girlfriend, or wife is going through. Share it, please. This is very important. This could save somebody's life. You never know. And so let's get into nitty gritty. 1, I personally feel like the best way to keep yourself from getting into that postpartum depression abyss is to keep your spirits high. Don't watch negative things. Don't listen to negative comments. Don't allow people to give you negative opinions about your life, about how you're going to raise your kid, about the decisions you make for your child, even if it's the father or the mother, whatever. Do not do it. At the end of the day, this is your baby. Do not let anybody cause you stress. Listen, do not let anybody cause you stress. Stress, I feel like, is one of the number one reasons why people go into the postpartum depression, because it's just so much that you're letting build up within you, and you don't have a way to release it. So therefore you basically punish yourself, and you succumb into yourself, and you lose yourself in a way. And when you do become a mom, it is very hard for you to lose yourself. Like, it is very hard, because now your full priority is your child. And then for most moms, when I say your full priority is your child, I really do mean the full priority is your child. You don't, eat before your child. You don't sleep before your child. Every decision you make is based off of what my child response is going to be, how it's going to affect my child. Like every little thing. If I go to the bathroom right now, is he or she gonna wake up from a nap? Maybe I should hold my pee before I go to the bathroom, because if I go right now, they're gonna wake up and then I'm not gonna be able to actually use the bathroom because they're gonna wake up because I can't use the bathroom while she or he is crying. Like literally. And trust me, I'm going through that right now. Like trying to understand. Number 2, you need to try to understand your baby's schedule. Seriously, understand your baby's schedule. And it's okay for your baby to cry. Like if it's down to a wire of you using the restroom or allowing your baby to cry, let the baby cry. It is okay for the baby to cry. You're going to do the baby more good by letting the baby cry than you not using the bathroom and instantly giving that baby that instant gratification for whatever the baby want at that time. And basically hindering yourself from using the restroom, which I do, I'm not gonna lie, but I've learned not to do that, because what happens is you won't get to the bathroom, okay, and then you're gonna really have to use the bathroom and almost pee on yourself if you make it. But I'm just saying, and it's not good for your bladder. I'm never going way where, but you need to hear these things. This is real life stuff that we are going through as moms, okay? And same thing with taking a shower. Take your shower. I know it's going to be so hurtful to try to take a shower and enjoy a nice bath while your baby is wailing. But let me tell you, the baby will stop crying. The baby will realize that, oh, mommy is doing something. If I continue to cry, she's not going to get me. So I guess I'm going to stop crying. And it's okay to get to that point, and it hurts to let the baby just cry and cry and cry. And that also, the crying is what can get you in a postpartum depression, because sometimes you get to a point where you don't know what's wrong with the baby. You fed it, you burped it, you gave it a bath, you changed the clothes, changed the diaper, oiled it down, baby powder down, lotion it down, rocked it. You put the vibrator on the swing. You played songs for it. You sung to it. You're doing everything that the baby might or might not need, and the baby is still crying. Third thing, you have to realize babies will just cry. Maybe it's a third or fourth thing. Either way, babies sometimes just cry. And that's just it. Not all babies. Some babies have, other needs than others, and some babies just are cry babies. And if you have a cry baby, then just understand you have a cry baby. Do not be delirious. Deliriousness can cause you to go into postpartum depression, because instead of you realizing what your situation is, you're just going through the motions of la la land. And I say la la land because after you get a baby, things go by. After you have a baby, after you deliver a baby comes home, the time moves like, it just moves. It disappears. And so when I say la la land, I mean it, because you're just in like la la land baby mode, take care of the baby mode, and you're just going through time. And so you gotta realize that the baby might just be a cry baby. And if that's the case, you gotta figure out a way to get used to baby crying so they don't drive you insane. Because a baby that just cry every single day, no matter what you do, can drive you to depression. And so understand what the situation is, and understand what the problem is, or understand where you are in those situations with your baby, and figure out a solution. Do not let it get you to a point where you're going to go mentally crazy. And I don't mean physically mentally crazy, but I mean like mentally crazy, where it's like your emotions are going to be on 10. Because dealing with a baby every single day that just cries for no reason will drive you insane, especially if you're not getting any sleep. So understand your baby, understand your baby's schedule. Even when the baby's a cry baby, they gotta sleep. At the end of the day, newborns, 1 month old, 3 month old, babies sleep. So you gotta understand baby's schedule. And at that point in time, When that baby sleeps, make sure you are sleeping. That's my 4th or 5th tip. I don't know if I'm on 4 or 5 or 3 or 4, but I know I'm giving you guys tips, so catch them while I'm giving them. Make sure you sleep when the baby sleeps. That is vital. That is so important. I probably should have said that number 1 or 1 or 2. Make sure you sleep when baby sleeps, because a well-rested person is a clear-minded person. And so if you do have a baby that is stressful, that's causing you to have stress, then at least with you having a clear mind, fully charged, fully rested, you can take on the task of taking care of that baby without going crazy bonkers, and understand that the baby's just going to be a cry baby, and do your best to take care of it the best that you can, and then let it go to bed. And then once it go to bed, you recharge and you do it again. And some people are going through that. I thank God right now in my baby situation, she's not like that, but I have experienced helping and taking care of babies that are just cry babies, and no matter what you do, they just want to cry. And you know what? You get used to hearing them cry. Like, literally, you can move them. You can just pick them up to give them a kiss. And it's like, why did I touch it? Why did I touch it for her? You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. But understand what it is. Understand the triggers of your baby. It's going to take time. But you need to get your rest. Try to get as much sleep as you can. It is so important, so vital to you preventing postpartum depression. A lot of times you are depressed because you're stressed, you're tired, and you're probably hungry, or because a lot of times you're going through the motions of just taking care of the baby that you forget to take care of yourself. That leads into the last and final thing that I feel like is very important. You need to make sure you're giving yourself some self-care. Whether that is you doing your hair, getting your nails done. Next week, catch me, my nails will be done. Taking yourself out to get you some things. I just went to Bath and Body Works, and I just bought me a couple of things. They have a sale, $3.95 for their body care and all that kind of stuff. And honestly, I really didn't need it, but it was just something that I got for myself. You understand? And I like the cucumber melon smell. And it's back for the 25th anniversary. So if I didn't know, now you know. And so I just wanted to treat myself. I literally just said, you know what? I'm going to get out the house. I'm going to leave my kids. I have 2 kids now. A son and a girl. A son and a daughter. A boy and a girl. And I'm going to leave the babies and the baby, with their dad, and I'm going to get out of the house. You have to get out of the house. You have to get out of the house. You have to get out of the house. If you are a stay-at-home mom, or if you're on leave, then you need to get out of the house. You need to find a way to get out of the house. Even if you're getting out of the house with a baby, at this point, that's okay. Because regardless, you need fresh air. Whether that's walking around your neighborhood, whether that's going to the store, whether that's going to take yourself out to eat and doing something special. Granted, if you're breastfeeding, make sure before you go into that restaurant that you breastfeed your baby either, if you have to, in the car, make sure the baby's burp, and then go to the restaurant. Or before you leave the house, make sure you breastfeed the baby, make sure it's burp, and do, I'm just saying, before you do anything like that, make sure the baby's fed. So just in case you don't walk into that restaurant and the baby want to cut up. I'm just saying, fair warning. I warned you. I gave you a heads up. Don't say you never was told. I told you. You understand? But yes, you need to go out. You need to treat yourself. You don't have to always do things with your partner. It'll be great to sometimes have some, partner time as well by yourselves, with just you and your partner and no kids at all. That'll be great, but that's not ideal for every household. If you can make it happen, and the grandma can watch the kid or kids, or your friend can watch the kid or kids, or your mom can watch the kids, or your sisters or your brothers or whoever can watch the kids that are reliable while you guys go out, then by all means do that. But if not, just make sure you and your partner, or you by yourself specifically, for sure, you need that you time. You need that me time. Even if it's just you taking a hot bath, closing the door, locking it, giving yourself a nice spa moment with bubbles in the tub and a bath bomb and candles and a nice book, or some music, or like a charcuterie board in the tub, or like a movie posted over there. and give yourself a good hour and 30 just to yourself to think. And if you can, journal maybe. That also can help. If you are going through a moment where you are having these postpartum depression feelings, I would love for you to journal and jot down how you feel. It is better for you to physically get out your feelings than to bottle them up and not express how you feel, because then it will continue to push you down into that abyss. You have to get those emotions out, those feelings out. And sometimes even you talking to somebody, they just don't understand the way you need them to understand. So therefore you still don't feel complete. You still don't feel satisfied. And sometimes it can make it worse. So take the time out to journal, read it back, figure out what it is that's causing you to go into this depression, and then tackle that. Don't just be depressed and say, I'm having postpartum depression. Oh, everybody has it. Okay. But where are we going to go from that? How are we going to stop it? How are we going to, overcome the situation? How are we going to get past this postpartum depression? How are we going to accept whatever it is and fix it? Make your life happier and enjoy being the parent that you now are. Like, where do you go from there? And so basically, that's it in a nutshell. If you do these things, these things will either one, help you, or one, help prevent you from having postpartum depression. Again, it is okay for you to get sad. It is okay for you to have postpartum depression moments. I don't feel like sometimes they try to give a diagnosis to everything. Being sad is normal, guys. Like, understanding that, going through a transitional time frame of life, like going from not having kids to having kids, could be a struggle, like a mental struggle, a whole physical, emotional struggle, and that is okay. And just know that regardless if you're going through something or not, you are amazing. You are blessed and highly favored, and at the end of the day, you can do it. No matter what trials and tribulations come your way, you will make it through. And I promise you, everything will work out. If you speak positively, positive things will happen. Okay? Give yourself that mommy time. Give yourself that time. If you're a single daddy, give yourself that daddy time. Okay? Because it's not just always the mom. Sometimes dads step up more than the mothers do, to be honest. Sometimes give yourself that time. And they go through they go through it too. Fathers go through it too. It's a transition for both parents. But let's be honest, most times the mom has more responsibility because you're the mom. But at the end of the day, if the dad is there and present in the baby's life, you got to take into account that the dad also might be going through their own version of their transitional, emotionals too. And that is okay. But y'all need to talk about it. Y'all need to accept what it is, and you need to be vocal. And if you guys are having problems in a relationship, the number one reason most likely is communication. One, you're not expressing your needs clearly to your partner, or vice versa. Your partner's not expressing their needs clearly to you. And when I say that, I mean, if you know that you don't want to be bothered right now, tell your partner, I am tired. I've been dealing with the baby. I don't want to be bothered right now. Can you help me do this? May you please do this? May you please do that? If they want the relationships to work out, then it will step up and step in. If they don't, then you take heed, woman. Take heed to that, and see things for what it is. Because if you have a kid and your partner's not willing to really do the work that needs to be done to take care of your kid and to take care of you, big red flag. See it for what it is. And at that point in time, you need to nip that in the bud. Use those emotions and hormones as a clutch as to why you're going to really say exactly how you feel when you feel, and what you want to feel, and how you want to feel, and how you want to express it, because it needs to be addressed sooner than later. Trust me, you will thank me for that last little tip and key. Trust me. And if that person wants to be with you, they will step up and step in, and they will take accountability, and they will do better. Everybody is on a journey. Everybody is here to learn, and nobody is perfect. But if you tell somebody exactly what you need, and they truly care, they will acknowledge that, and they will make a difference. They will change. You can't make somebody change. They have to want to change. They have to want to make a difference, and they have to understand, what it is that you're telling them that needs to be changed or different, or what you need from them. That's why I say make sure you're communicating clearly your needs, wants, and desires from your relationship, and what you need as a parent or as a father or as a mother, and what you need in the whole overall picture of your life with this person. And that's it. If you do all of those things, I promise you, postpartum depression will not be a thing for you. You will be okay. If you do go through it, you'll go through it and you'll understand how to get past it. And this will also help you just understand what you're going through and understand how to overcome it. So I hope this was very informational for you guys on a more friend to friend, sister to sister level, because that's really what I want to do. I want to just explain, topics in like a more vlog style, friend style, and I hope that you guys can appreciate that. I am a new mommy. I think I said that. I don't know if I did or didn't, but I am a new mommy, and so my timing is not as available as I would like it for this channel. But I just wanted to talk about this because I did find myself this past week feeling a little bit down, and for me, it was more so thinking of me going back to work and leaving my baby. I'm attached to my baby. And so, like I said, I second guess me using the restroom. Like, you go to the bathroom, babe. But, like, that's what I kind of got sad about. And, like, they grow up so fast. So, like, that's what made me have anxiety and start to get, like, a little depressed. And then I'm like, you know what? No. It's something I can do about it. Don't get there. Don't get sad. Don't cry about it as my eyes started a little teary. Like, don't get to that point, because at the end of the day, it's a part of life. Like, growth is a part of life. So you got to open it with arms wide open. And, it's okay to cry. If you do get to the point where you cry, get it out. Make it have a good cry. Crying is good. I don't care. I'm a Pisces. If I cry, I feel like a brand new person, baby. And I haven't cried in a very long time. Like a real cry, I haven't cried in a very long time. So I'm due for a good cry. But if you do, it's okay. Suck it up, enjoy it, and move forward. Like, for real. It is okay. You are normal. You'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, or like I was going to say, make sure you take pictures every single day, or at least as much as you can, videos as much as you can. And don't just take them and put them on Google Photos or on your iCloud. Like, take them and print them. You will thank me. Take them and print them, because these babies and your kids are growing every single day. Before you know it, they'll be out the house. Like, it's that fast. My son was just 6 years old, and now I have another child, and like, I look at him, look at her, and I'm like, oh my freaking gosh. Like, time goes by so fast. So I understand that time is of the essence, and enjoy it and make it worth your while. So take those pictures, enjoy every single second of it. Enjoy every single second of the stage, the baby crying stage. Because one day you're going to look back and you're going to miss those cries. You may not miss all of it, but you're going to miss those nights and those moments where you do have your daughter or your son, and, just the newborn phase and the baby phase. You will miss that. You will miss that. And so take those pictures, those videos, so you can look back on it. And you can, see, the progress that you have came as a parent. Like, that too is very important. Give yourself accolades. I don't think as parents we give ourselves enough credit. And so if nobody's giving you credit, baby, I don't give you credit. You are amazing. You are doing the best that you can. And just keep it up. So with that being said, I will see you guys on my next video. If you have a topic that you want me to discuss, please leave it in the comment section down below. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share. And I will see you on my next one. Bye.